It's the Pocono Raceway in the Pocono Mountains in northeastern Pennsylvania. It's the Pennsylvania 400, the third of 12 chase races this season. Jonathan Beefer in the 4 has the pole for today's race. He won the last race at Kentucky, looking to go 2 in a row. Just outside is the 9.5 Carter Friesen. Then the third is the 30 of TJ Hanley. Fourth is Carson Bowers, running out the top 5, Jake Galloway. Then 6, Coluigi, second in points. Luke Rainey in 7th. They have Steve Larker in 8th. Stuart Gratton in 9th. And Nathan Stapleton rounds out the top 10. For the rest of you, got Alex Stewart and Brand Tharp. Then there's Tim Gary and Michael Gregory. Justin Zeidel and Jeff Bright. Then Jay Jefferson and Jonathan Rains. Joe Jefferson, Levi Schoen's 2 teammates. Then Alexander Rowe and Brendan Reed. Riley Sprague-Tube and Donovan Dewitt. Then there's Andrew Miller and Justin Heath. Trey Rainey and points leader Griffin Lynn start 28th in the danger zone here at the start. They have William Seaman and Emmett Juckham. Kyle Perry and Max Anderson. Then there's Lawrence Poundpond and Michael Canto. Ujak Tavo and Colton Yo. Then Eli Bright and Isaac Nichols. Diego Yepez and Derek Hamill and final row running off the field. Tim Randolph and Steve Morgan on the final row. For the start of the Pennsylvania 400, it's going to track sign at the command.
Gentlemen, start your engine!
All right, take a nice big deep breath, buddy. Give your seatbelt a tug. Double check the steering wheel. Sit back, relax, get a nice pace, nice rhythm, and let's go out there and have a good day, all right, bud?
These drivers amped up to go racing in the Keystone State. 24 laps around this 2.5-mile triangle for the third chase race of the season. Griffin Lynn, your points there starting towards the back of the field. Luigi second in points start up towards the front. He's tied for second in points. Give me one wild show. And don't forget those drivers starting in that third row. They've had history before they wrecked earlier in the season together here at Pocono. As we're racing in the Pennsylvania 400, green flag is in the air. Three wide through the tunnel turn for lap 1 for the race lead. Some contact there. Beefer to the wall. He's going around into the wall with Friesen. Down and around goes the 4 in front of the field. He's going to get out of there. His caution is out and racing back. Oh, and they're still wrecking hard. Yellow number 1 back in front. The 30 of TJ Hanley with the 1 of Jake Galloway in second. Luke Rainey up to third. And a side-by-side battle for fourth on back. Big crash. There's one of your chasers, Levi Schoen's, Tim Randolph, Alexander on the 71, Alex Stewart's up against the wall. They're about 5 wide racing back here. Jeff Bright in the 5 has damage. One of your chasers with heavy damage. Derek Hamill was back here. I don't know how Jonathan Rains is. Kyle Perry, where's your points there? Trey Rainey has damage, one of the Pennsylvania natives. Tim Gary has damage. Joe Jefferson with minimal damage there. Friesen, well, now the 7 of Sprague was going to have damage. He just nailed the... Yeah, some of these drivers going to have even more damage than what they had. I hope the 9 doesn't hit anyone harder, the 47 or someone like that. I just hope they're able to get slowed down in time, and I think they're... Oh my god, they did not. They did... That's a shame, because you're running up there in the chase, and then you just don't stop. You have to slow these cars down. You can't be like that. Look at Octavo come flying in there. Morgan, like, you can't be like that. Colton Yo's going flying in there. Here comes Alex Stewart in about 50 miles an hour faster than he should be. Tim Randolph's going about 100 miles an hour faster. Schoen's going to nail the 92 now. The 6 and the 4 are going to nail. That's not good. So Hanley led us back. Let's see if they come down pit road on lap 2. Could be a mixed bag. I believe we'll see most, if not all, drivers stay out in the racetrack. Is that Zeidel blowing up in the 20 under yellow? It is. Justin Zeidel's blown up, and he was not involved in the crash. He had missed the crash, but now he is going to be out of this Pennsylvania 400 early as he blows an engine. So the first car down pit, the 99 Carter Friesen, he had slight damage, so he's just going to come down and get that repaired, try and get back out there and keep on racing. But some drivers are staying out of the racetrack because they don't have damage, so they're just going to keep on going, continuing on. There's Zeidel going into his pit stall. His day's done. Here comes Friesen into his pit stall. We'll see who gets out in the first position off of pit road. Jefferson's leaving, but I don't know if that was a stop right there, because he has quite a bit of damage. Spurley Tube's going to leave in front of the drivers that really stopped. Friesen in second. Friesen got his damage repaired there. Jefferson looked like he should have gotten his damage repaired. I don't know why he just left. So caution number 1 out. Hanley makes it 3 wide into the tunnel turn lap 1 and gets pole sitter Jonathan Buford and others in a big crash off of the tunnel turn. In my opinion, it's just way too early to go 3 wide through the tunnel turn. That's what TJ Hanley did. He drove it to the bottom lane and then drives up into the 4. Jonathan Buford is going to get up into the 99 of Carter Friesen right here. Hanley gets away, but Buford up into Friesen, and they're trying to keep it off each other. Friesen gets to the wall right there, gets down to the 4, spins the 4 up into the outside wall. They have it saved right there, but then the 4 comes down. He's going to get Code Luigi right there a little bit. That's where Steve Larker got his damage, and around goes the 4 up in front of Alex Stewart. There's Gregory piling in. There's where Joe Jefferson got his damage. Jeff Bright, Jonathan Rains. Alex Zero goes down and nails the inside wall. There's Trey Rain getting his damage. Isaac Nichols got slight damage. There's Yepes backwards coming into as he got into Derek Hamill. It looks like Octavo Shones. There's where Griffin Lynn was just up against the wall, but I think he was able to get stopped. Up ahead, they even wrecked more, as it looked like the 16 may have gone around after the contact he had. Yeah, he made some... Oh! Tharp just drove into him and spun that 16 up, and that's where Tim Gary got his damage. So Gary drove that 16 last season. Now he's in a crash with that Pocono. And that's where Alexander Rowe got his damage as well. So big crash from tunnel turn to turn 3. It's going to take out a lot of chasers. Yellow out. Hanley leads us back to the green flag. Coming back in lap number 6. TJ Hanley from the 3rd position is out front. So from that crash, Max Anderson is out alone with Steve Larker, Jeff Bright, and Justin Zidell. 38 cars are on the lead lap, and in the race, Stark had to come down pit road for an unexpected pit stop. TJ Hanley in the 30 out front for this restart. 2nd will be Jake Galloway. 3rd, Luke Rainey. 4th, Carson Bowers. And Stuart Gratton in 5th. They have Code Luigi 6th. Nathan Stapleton 7th. Jay Jefferson up to 8th. Justin Heath is 9th. And Kyle Perry rounds out the top 10. Of the cars that came down pit road, there's Griffin Linear points. They're restarting in 14th. So he got a pretty good wreck avoidance there. First car off pit road was the 39, Joe Jefferson. However, he didn't repair damage. He's going to be 21st. Spurley Tube, first off pit road that actually repaired damage. He's 22nd. So about half the field stayed out here. Pace car into pit road. Restart number 1 here at Pocono. Hanley with the race lead. Galloway in seconds. We're back racing. Green flag back out the Pennsylvania 400. And 2 cars pull away. Luke Rain kind of spins the tires there. And there goes Stuart Gratton for the 4th position. And the 56 down low on Carson Bowers. And the 21 there's Stapleton going underneath Code Luigi's for the race lead. Galloway gets low on Hanley. And Luke Rain's watching here. Watching this side-by-side battle in front of him. He's going to wonder where he's going to go. So he's going to take it 3 wide just like Hanley did in lap 1. He might right here. He has the drafting up from Grant behind him to kind of push him up there. This could be another 3 wide moment in the tunnel turn. For the race lead again, 3 wide. They slide up, but they give each other room. Rainey and Galloway are side by side down the short chute for the race lead. Who's going to get in turn 3? The outside lane usually has the advantage here, but Rainey could definitely bury it down the bottom lane if he wants. But Galloway with that power off the top side, that Toyota will clear for the race lead. Jake Galloway out front of the Pennsylvania 400. He leads. Hanley falls back to 2nd, but with the push from Bowers on the outside lane, he's possibly going to get clear and have a fight for that race lead now. So here he goes to the bottom. In turn 1, blocks off the 2 of Luke Rainey. Gets tight down low and slides up. Cannot get beside that 11. He's now going to have to fight with the 21 of Carson Bowers to keep 2nd right here. Bowers on the outside. Hanley trying to clear Bowers. Looks like the field spread out because of all that damage. Hanley buries it down to the bottom lane. Luke Rain still down there as well. Bowers still trying to get clear. Jake Galloway's trying to pull away because of all this. And Carson Bowers with the outside run may get clear right here going into turn 1. He is clear, I believe. So Carson Bowers moves into 2nd. Rainey's going to the inside. And Code Luigi's stuck up top 3 wide. He backs out of that. He's just going to follow the 30 of Hanley through. Code Luigi's going to try and get up to 4th and be your highest chaser. And he could definitely be a threat. These chase drivers, they do not want him to get out front of the points because if he does, he might never look back. So Luigi does clear for 4th. Front 4 pull away. It's the battle for 5th. Luke Rainey, Stuart Gratton. A big move with Justin Easton and some others. They get clear. They sort out. Front 5 are now clear. It's the battle for 6th. Gratton, Stapleton, Heath, Perry, and how about Eli Bright marches way forward. Jay Jefferson, Jonathan Rains, Andrew Miller, and the cars that came down pit road. There's Griffin Lynn, 15th. The cars that came down pit road, like the 7 of Spurley TV, is currently just outside the top 20, so it's very hard to make spots up here at Pocono, and it's showing right there. Carter Friesen still back here as well. Up front, Hanley is with a peak. That's for the second position on Bowers as those three kind of pulled away. Code Luigi did not get off of turn 3 well, but he might have a run onto Hanley right here. So 30 got really tight down there. Here comes Code to the bottom lane trying to get a position there up to third. He gets back up in line, but Luke Rain has other plans. He's going for fourth. Drives it hard. Slides up. Can't get there. It's for the race lead. Bowers in the 21. Trying to get beside the 11 of Galloway. They enter turn 3. Drives it hard to the bottom. Sends the 11 up the track. Galloway at the racetrack. Bowers to the inside. And it's a side-by-side battle of 3. And Bowers with the help from Hanley behind the 21 car out front of Pocono. He gave Galloway a bump at the track. And Bowers clears. Hanley clears to second. And Jake Galloway's back to third. And here comes Code Luigi. Hanley for the race lead again. Down low, he's tight. For fourth, Luigi drives off the top side. Luke Ray might clear. Galloway going back for second. Still the battle for fourth, as Luigi and Rainey have been side by side for about a whole lap, and Gratton's now joined the mix. For second again, Galloway and Hanley. Now they're 3 wide for the second position. Luke Rainey trying to get up here and win at his home track. Code Luigi drops out of that pack. He's falling back. Gratton now your highest chaser. Hanley still stuck up top. Kyle Perry and Code Luigi in a battle. 14 laps to go. Time is winding down at Pocono. Can Galloway get back to the 21 Bowers and maybe repay the favor? He's definitely closing in. Now 6 cars getting a single file line breakaway. Here comes Galloway for that race lead off of turn 1. But down Long Pond straightaway cannot get it done. He slots in behind the 21. Man, he's running that bumper though. He might push that 21 off into turn 2. To the inside once again. Galloway back on Carson Bowers for the race lead. I have not seen this many battles for the race at Pocono in a long time. Side by side as Galloway moved the 21 up the track. Kind of send him off the track maybe. He might chase him up the track. Luke Rain right in the bumper of those two. Where does he go? Does he help the 21 out? Does he help the 11 out? Down the front stretch. All the cars move to the inside. Gratton to the inside of Hanley, and Galloway leads by half a car length, but can he clear the 21 into the corner? Big battle back there. Gratton and Hanley. Here comes Rainey for the race lead. As Galloway cleared, he moved up. Rainey tried to get by Bowers. It's tight and close off the corner and give Bowers the second position. Luke Rainey trying to keep third now. He slots up in line in front of Hanley, and Gratton's just wondering, can he get by the 30 and try and get underneath that 2 now? Halfway this time by. 12 laps go. Look at back for the race lead. The 21's back underneath the 11. Insane racing at Pocono. Galloway with a good run off the top side though. Bowers trying to keep it buried down low. They come off turn number 3. They're still side by side for the race lead. Rainey now goes up to the high side to help Galloway out. And now Jake Galloway is tracking up as Rainey moves up top. He's going to try and grab second here as Hanley has fallen back in the 30. Code Luigi just got by him. Jay Jefferson in the 78 moved up as well. 3 wide. Bowers in the middle. Gratton down low. And Galloway gets clear. Or can Bowers keep it there? And Grant with him getting tight down low. Code Luigi has jumped to the outside lane now. He's going to try and get by the 56 to move himself into the 4th position. But here comes Jay Jefferson filling the hole down low on the 42. These two made contact at Charlotte and took the 42 out of the race. After starting out pole, Jefferson slots back up in the 6th position. As Hanley back to 7th. Kyle Perry's 8th. Stapleton around the outside. Just Neath around the outside and some others. Look at that move. Rainey moving low. Grant trying to get lower. Rainey stays up behind the 21 as Grant moves to the inside for 3rd. 10 to go this time by. Rainey jumps to the inside of Bowers. Luigi jumps to the inside of Gratton. Jay Jefferson with a big run around the outside trying to get to the 56 and the 42. Rainey keeps 3rd. Bowers keeps 2nd. Jefferson trying to get around the outside of the 42 of Code Luigi now. He will. Jefferson grabs the 5th position away. Luigi back to 6th and possibly even more. Stapleton down low. He's charging hard in the 27 as still for 3rd. Gratton and Rainey. Jefferson has now joined the battle up inside the top 5. 10 laps of racing to go this time by a Pocono. Things are heating up. Back for that 5th position. Code Luigi back to the inside. Is a huge run down this front stretch with a push from Nathan Stapleton. As Gratton grabs 3rd, but not so fast. Here comes Luke Rain with a push from Jay Jefferson up top, trying to get back beside as Galloway and Carson Bowers have pulled away from this huge battle. Whoa, close there. Luigi had to check up because the 2 kind of moved low. Can Colucci slot up in line the 5th position? Can he move up in front of the 78? No, not quite. They're still side by side. What great racing this is inside the top 10. For 5th, Luigi takes it back from Jefferson. It's for the racing again. Bowers back to the inside of the 11th. Galloway has no help, and this is exactly what happened when he pushed the 11 up the track. Drives it hard, but Galloway with that run off the top side. That's actually going to allow 3rd on back to try and run them down. As they're side by side, they were in no drafting up. Here comes Stuart Grant with a huge run down the front stretch. Look at the difference he has in speed, over 4 miles an hour faster. And here comes Luke Rainey and Code Luigi. Rainey moves low to try and block the run that Code had. And Grant, for a second, gets underneath that 20 with that big checkup they had in turn 3. Nathan Stapleton up to 6th. Kyle Perry to 7th, and Jay Jefferson kicked back to 8th. Code Luigi still 5th. Is your second highest chaser. Stuart Gratton is out front with the highest chaser. He's 3rd. For 5th, Stapleton into Code Luigi a little bit there. Some contact. They keep it straight. And here comes Kyle Perry now trying to get to the inside of the 42. He's going to try and go around the outside of the 27 now. Goes to the top side. Jefferson down low. Cars are going to be pitting this time, it looks like. Stapleton and Jefferson has surrendered a top 10 spot to come down here along with some others. Green flag pit stops at start at Pocono with 8 laps to go. This big battle up front. Galloway, Bowers, Gratton, Rainey, and Luigi. There's that 21 in the middle. Galloway's trying to keep it up top. Down the backstretch they come. 6-car battle. And only 3 of them are chasers. Their front 2 are non-chasers. Look at this for 4th, maybe even 3rd. They're 3 wide. Luigi backs out of it. Who's going to come down this time? Coming to 7 to go. Looks like most of these front runners will. Gratton staying up high as if he's going to stay out another lap. Most of the front runners come down. Gratton stays out the racetrack. Does anyone else stay out? The one that stayed out, the 99. Remember, some of these guys back here came down pit road on lap 2, so they have just a little bit more field. They're hoping to catch a caution or get a lucky break. Stuart Gratton will be a race leader, but he has to come down pit road. And they're coming around to see 6 to go this time by Emmett Juckham is now 2nd. 3rd is Carter Friesen. Alex Stewart's 4th. And William Seaman 5th. Most of these guys back here stayed out. I believe about the front 5 stay out on the racetrack, if not more. So Gratton is probably going to be surrendering the race lead this time. I had to come down pit road, I would imagine. Coming to 6 to go. Yeah, I think he's going to be yielding this time to come down pit road. Here comes Stuart Gratton into the pits. Does anyone decide to dare stay out another lap? Everyone else looks like going to be coming down. How do these guys do? They're going to be coming down the pits. 7th out on the racetrack, but very slow. So Jake Galloway with a great pit stop. He gets out in the way of Luke Rainey's now 2nd as of now. Kyle Perry with a great stop. And Nathan Stapleton. Jefferson, where's the 42 of Colucci's lost ground along with Carson Bowers on the pit stops. They fall behind the 88, the 9, the 78, and the 47, along with the 27 as well. We'll see how Stuart Gratton does in his pit stops. Can he get out and away ahead of the 11? Galloway's just off 3 now. I believe the 11's going to get it, though. I just don't see the 56 getting up to speed enough. Here comes Galloway up top with Luke Rainey chasing him down 2nd. 6 laps to go. Gratton, can he get up to speed in time, or can Galloway get around the outside? This will be for the race lead. Gratton merging into the pack. Galloway drives it down to the yellow line to try and get by. And Grant with a valiant effort, but Galloway gets to the inside. He's by for the racing. Can Grant keep 2nd, though? Luke Rainey's coming hard. He might get stuck right here, though. Grant might keep that 2nd position. And then 4th, I'm back in a big wad. Coming to see 5 laps to go at Pocono. They're balanced side by side for 2nd, which is really helping Jake Galloway out. Ray's going to try and clear Grant right here, and he does. 5 to go at Pocono. If the yellow comes out, the race is over. Galloway leads. Moving to the inside, Tim Gary, the lap car is very damaged. He's up high, just trying to get out of the way there. See 2 in the 56 move to the inside. They'll get by. It's a 3-car race. Stapleton 4th, Jefferson, Heath, and Perry in a 3-wide battle for 5th, 6th, and 7th. 8th, Eli Bright. 9th, Steve Morgan. And Code Luigi in a battle for 10th right now. And there's points leader Griffin Lynn. So Lynn has closed down the 42 of Code Luigi. And it looks like Your highest finishing chaser will be the 56 as Joe Jefferson's down low slow. Could this bring out yellow flag? He's very slow. Is he going to get back around to the pits? So Eli Bright make a big move down low because he saw that the car in front of him, the 43, was going to be very slow. Still a 3-car battle. Coming around, 4 to go. And now Stapleton trying to run down the front 3 with the draft that he has. 4 to go, Pocono. Wait to see if I can see Joe Jefferson. There he's rounding the corner. He might be all right. Sprint 2 coming off the pit road. Can Luke Rainey win at Pocono for the first time in the Gatorade Cup Series? Every season Rainey has been in the Cup Series, he's won at least one race in that season. He has not won a race this season. And how sweet would it be if he could get a hometown victory? Here he comes to the inside. Galloway has a run! Lap traffic is headed in the 4 of Jonathan Beeford and Lawrence Palapon. Rainey gets tight and has to let off. Galloway gets back by. Oh, Rainey had a horrible entry to turn 3 way down low. He had to let off big time. Whoa, and that might be why Reigns is slowed down low. That could have been bad. They were side by side. The front 12 get by. And we see 3 laps to go. Still no yellow flag displayed. We're still green flag racing. Reigns is going to get to the pitch just like Jefferson did. Those are 2 chasers having some pretty miserable days. 4 second. Grant to the inside of Luke Rainey. But Rainey's going to try and get the run off the top, get clear. In the draft of Galloway as well. Stapleton in the draft as well. He's trying to close and make it a 4-car battle. 5th is up for grabs between Perry and Jefferson. Eli Bright trying to emerge from the 7th position. So they're coming to see 2 laps to go this time. We'll be 5 miles left. Galloway's dominated here today, but has the 2 on the 56 hungry and hot on his tail. Now they have lap cars of Jonathan Beeford and some others as they enter turn 3. Rainey is close right up to the back of the 11 in that draft. He's looking to the inside already. Down the front stretch, case the 4. The lap car's a pick. Trying to get to the inside to the quarter panel. With now 2 laps to go, Buford might decide who wins this race. They split them. No, they don't. Galloway gets blocked. Rainey moves to the inside. Can't get to the inside of the 4. He gets tight. He has to check up. Galloway trying to get to the middle lane. He can't, or can he? Rainey gets by with the race lead. Grattan up to 2nd. Here comes Stapleton for 3rd. The 27 is in this. He's not out of it. Galloway pulls down front of the 27. They might go 3 over on the lap car to see the white flag this time. Battling for 3rd. They have Palapon ahead, don't forget. And now this whole pack has to get around the 4 Buford. Perry in 5th will get by easily into turn 3. But how does this pack negotiate it? Coming to see the white flag. Luke Rainey's out front. Stuart Grant, one of your chasers. Down the front stretch, the white flag is waving. One more time around the Pennsylvania 400 for Luke Rainey in the 2. 2.5 miles left. Nathan Stapleton trying to grab 3rd from Jake Galloway back there. They hit turn 1. Grant a little bit lower with a little bit of a better run. Down long punch straight for the final time. Nathan Stapleton in 3rd in case these front 2 have some sort of altercation on this white flag lap. They race off into turn 2 into the tunnel turn for the final time. Grant now on the 2's tail. Rainey goes up the track. Grant can't take advantage. He gets a little tight down low. Will Palapon hold up the 2 and allow the 56 try to move to the inside. Into turn number 3. Rainey has pulled a gap on the 56 and Grant who's fallen back. Rainey, a native of Pennsylvania, will come off at 3 and win at the tricky triangle. Luke Rainey wins the Pennsylvania 400 at Pocono. How sweet is that? Pennsylvania gets to victory lane in the Pennsylvania 400. Luke Rainey was he had a pretty good car all day long, and they were there at the right time to win over Chaser Stuart Grant. You see Grant there congratulating the 2 of Rainey, giving him a little bump there. A little bit of a wave. Grant obviously very appreciative of what Luke Rainey's done. And Rainey with his first victory of the season and keeps his streak alive of having to win every season he's been in the Gatorade Cup Series. Let's go check the finishing results. Here are the finishing results for the Pennsylvania 400 at Pocono Raceway. There was 1 caution flag for 4 laps and 6 lead changes among 5 different drivers. A very interesting Pocono race and pretty entertaining too for most of the race. Luke Rainey, the Pennsylvania 8th, gets up front at the end and he wins the Pennsylvania 400 over Stuart Grant, your highest finishing chaser. He ends up 2nd. He really needed that as well. He's not had a great start to the chase. 3rd was Nathan Stapleton. Jake Galloway dominated this racing, 13 laps, but the lap car used as a pick going into turn 1, Jonathan Beeford, really may have derailed his race and maybe kept him from winning the race. 5th, Kyle Perry, another chaser. Then Justin Heath, another chaser. In 6th, Eli Bright to turn 38th and 7th. That is a great day for him. Cody was up front, had a slower pit stop. He ends up 8th, but still in chase contention. Steve Morgan is 9th. Griffin Lynn, your points there rounds out the top 10. He's probably going to keep it. If not, he's going to be right behind the points if he doesn't keep it. So there's your top 20 in front of the front 10, 5 of which were chasers. You see Steve Morgan there started 4 seconds, he ends up 9th, so it just shows you can start anywhere at Pocono and finish anywhere. You don't have to start first to win at Pocono. Luke Rainey started 7th, he won, but Kyle Perry started 31st, he finished 5th. Eli Bright started 38th, he finished 7th. Steve Morgan started 42nd, he finished 9th. So you can start anywhere and end up doing well at Pocono. Look down 21st to 40th. 33 cars finish on the lead lap. Jonathan Beeford from the pole wrecked lap 1. He is up 34th a lap down. And we saw Rain slow there. He was possibly out of fuel and just coasted back to pit road. Joe Jarson was also slow. Suspension issues on the 39 kick him out of this race and down in the points, along with Jeff Bright, who was involved in that first crash. He retired from the race. As we look at the right side of the screen for the point standings and who's out front and all that good jazz. So what a wild Pocono race that was. Third race of the chase did not disappoint. We saw some pretty good action. We saw pretty good action among chasers. There were a lot of chasers up there for most of the race. We saw some crashes which kind of turned the chase around, and it wasn't too boring. It wasn't follow the leader type thing. For some points it was when Galloway was out front, but they still were able to battle to the inside and get by if they had the right run. So the fourth race of the chase will be another track with P, the Phoenix International Raceway for the Subway 500. See you guys then.